Hello and welcome to this video. We're gonna talk Star Wars. Today I'm flanked by Christian. I'm a big Star Wars fan. This Christian, we're gonna call him Klein from now on. He's a big Star Wars fan as well. I brought him in, and you've seen The Empire Strikes Back for the first time.
Yeah.
So Nick, Sølby, Klein. That's the way we're gonna do it.
Yeah.
But so first off, what is it about, and what did you think of it?
It's about Luke Skywalker, and I think that we left in the first movie. We left him with sort of a happy ending.
Yeah.
And then in the beginning of the second one, we follow the riot, or what do you call it?
The rebellion.
The rebellion, yeah. And they are at a ice planet.
Yeah.
Where
which is funny.
Yeah, and Darth Vader and the enemies don't know where he
the
is.
Empire.
The Empire don't know where they are.
Yeah, so they're searching for the rebels.
Yeah. Then they discover where they are, and I can't remember why.
Yeah. They send out like these drones.
Yeah, they got
drones,
the
droids that they discover they're on this planet.
Yeah, and they track them down.
Yeah.
And then there is a battle, and I think they called the walkers.
Yeah.
The big things.
Yeah.
AT-ATs.
Yeah.
And then there is a battle.
Yeah.
And then Han and
Leia.
And Chewbacca, of course, travel. And I don't know where they travel. I can't remember.
They just try to get. Everyone is just trying to get away.
Yeah.
And then they'll get together at a later point.
Yeah.
Now they just have to get
away.
away.
And then Luke Skywalker crashes in his plane, and he's all alone. And then
on Dagobah.
Yeah.
Because he gets some vision.
Yeah, from Obi-Wan, who says, "You should go there."
Yeah.
And I can't remember the planet's name.
Dagobah.
So he takes to Dagobah, and he meets Yoda.
Yeah.
And he don't know in the beginning that he is Yoda, and then he's in this training zone.
Yeah.
Yoda is teaching him how to use the Force.
Yeah.
And they can, I don't know why, but they can breathe at this planet. And
I think they have a pretty normal atmosphere.
Yeah.
On Dagobah.
But yeah, then maybe that's right. And then he's training Luke Skywalker and Han and Leia.
Yeah.
Oh my god. And Leia, they are traveling to a place where Han.
Yeah. So Han and Leia and all those they try to get away and they end up doing a really cool trick that's actually a call back to something that they do in episode 2. We'll get back to that at another point. But then they end up running away to Bespin. It's the gas planet, and the city is called Cloud City, where because he's like, I kind of know this guy. Yeah. It's actually the guy that he won the ship he's using from. The Millennium Falcon was originally Lando's ship.
And he's kind of afraid that he's going to do something.
Yeah.
And, big spoiler, he is.
Yeah. But first, and then all his friends, and then he's not,
And then all of a sudden...
So that's because the Empire is already there.
Yeah.
So he's sort of forced into do it.
All of a sudden, he became a bitch about Darth Vader is taking too much power and too much control. And because of that, he helps Han and Leia.
Yeah.
I have to,
to
try this.
The princess.
The princess, yeah. And that's
then it ends with that they use Han and Leia to lure in Luke.
Yeah. Who
sees a vision that they might die.
Yeah,
then he comes and there's a fight between... Very famous, fight between Vader and Luke, and a big reveal.
Yeah.
Did you know that before? I guess you knew it from
I knew it, and I was a little disappointed that I knew, because I've always watched this edited a bit different. Yeah. So he's not. He says, "I'm your father," and then Luke just screamed, "No!" Yeah. But he's. In the beginning, he's kind of a girl. Say, "No, you're not." And I don't like that.
Could you imagine seeing that in the cinema, not knowing? I would have been like, "What the
mind
fuck?
Blowing."
Yeah.
So
what do you think? Downer ending? It ends with Han is captured in carbonite. He's frozen in carbonite and sent off to Jabba the Hutt.
I didn't remember that.
Luke lost his hand.
Yeah, and why is there no blood? Why is there no blood when his
hand is because when you get something cut off, I don't know if there's sometimes in movies they burn the wound to close it. So I'm assuming, I don't know if that's true, but that it just to burn it closed.
I thought of that too, but as far as I remember, I think the big Ice Beast in the beginning, where his hand or the
Yeah.
whole arm is also cut off. Isn't there any blood there?
I don't know, but that's also like that planet. If you go outside for more than whatever, then they freeze to
And
death.
then they freeze. Yeah.
So I don't know.
So the thing I didn't like about this movie was that Luke Skywalker and Han was apart the whole movie.
Okay, yeah.
And I think that because it starts with Han saying, "He's my best friend. I have to get him back," and he's actually nearly freezing to death.
Yeah.
So I didn't like that they were apart that much. And then Yoda was strange to me because
Did you know he was the Jedi? I guess you knew. Yeah,
I knew.
Because I think also going there and then seeing like, what the fuck is this little troll doing? And it's like, then it's, oh my god, it's the Jedi. You get the same like as Luke did.
But I think he was more wise in the episode 1, 2, and 3. And then it was kind of strange to me that he was actually making jokes and he was all of the.
I love that transition, that he's just a little idiot, and then like you can see in one scene where he like turns, and then he just talks to Obi-Wan. It's like he's not ready, so it's total like theater. He's testing Luke and all that.
Yeah. So, but the thing I also noticed in the movie is Luke is actually talking to Yoda, and he says, "How can you tell the difference from the good and the bad?" And I'm like, they got a red lightsaber. How freaking hard can it be?
But you know what? That's not how you tell. Because then anybody could just be like, "Oh, I have a blue lightsaber. We're friends, right?"
Every evil man
that's true,
but got a red lightsaber.
But I mean, that's the way to do it. But if that was the only way to tell, I promise you, the Sith would not have a red lightsaber.
And that's right. Also, the robot with the 4 lightsabers in the episode 3, I think. Yeah. He also got
Grievous.
Grievous.
But that's because he's stolen it from other. That's whenever he kills a Jedi.
Yeah. So I think it was good, but I didn't. I think that when he was with Yoda, it was a little long.
Okay. Yeah.
And I didn't like that
it's a little slower.
Exactly. And I didn't like that he was alone or.
So you like the bonding of Han and Luke?
Yeah.
I think story-wise it makes sense. He's like, Luke is like, first of all, they're like attacked, so they need to just get away. And then he's like, all right, I need to figure this Jedi shit out. Yeah. And then after that, Han is like trying to get away and they get captured. And it's not like it's super planned, like, oh, we don't want to talk. It's,
but
then Luke actually goes to try to meet up with Han and save him. So
So I liked it, but also with Leia and her love story with Han and Luke, that's confusing. That's so confusing.
But how is that confusing?
Because it's like, I like them both in some sort of way.
But do you figure it out that Luke and Leia are brother and sister, right?
No. What?
Didn't they see? Don't they say that? Okay, spoiler.
No, I didn't know that.
Okay,
I didn't know
so
that.
You'll find that out in 6. I thought that was in 5.
Okay.
So that's why
I'm looking forward to that. I didn't know that at all. Okay.
Shit, I spoiled that.
You spoiled it pretty much, yeah.
Do you want to say anything? What do you think? Just like spoiler. So spoiler alert. So that's why.
Yeah. And then
but that's awesome that you're like, why is this thing happening?
Because to me it's like a very old school version of Team Edward and Team Jacob.
That's a Twilight reference, right?
Yeah. But
it's an old school reference.
But I think it's with this one girl who can't decide, and it's like,
yeah. But then you find out it's
also
not.
in Hunger Games.
Yeah.
With I don't remember Peter and.
And he's not Peter. He's like Peter.
Yeah, he's Peter. So yeah, I liked it.
Yeah. Better or worse than episode 4?
I liked it better in with the lightsaber duel because I didn't like that Darth Vader and Obi-Wan was like standing there just doing like this with their hands and then nobody jumps or something and Luke Skywalker.
But there's no point in them. They're Jedi.
That's right.
So they're just like, oh, I'm gonna come with my guns. Like, you see that in Cloud City actually, where Han shoots at Vader and he's just like,
yeah, that's right. Oh, I remember something. Darth Vader is killing somebody in a video chat.
Yeah,
I didn't like that because that was like he could just call them everybody. He could just call them who want to try.
Yeah, I don't think it's necessarily through the video. I think it's how far you are away. I actually don't know that. I guess,
that was
but it's just he force chokes people. He can do that.
And then I like that you see the skull.
Yeah.
Then you can tell that something has happened. I know what happened, but yeah. So I liked it better in some point, but I didn't like that they were apart for so long.
Okay. So overall, you still like it better than episode 4.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I guess that's. I don't know. Do you want to add? What did you? Do you agree with some of the points? Or how do you feel like you're like me that I think at this point we're like everything is good. There's nothing wrong. You are wrong if you don't like it. And Empire is the one that even for people who are consider them Star Wars fans but don't like all of it, that is the favorite for most people. A lot of people are like that's the only really good one. Some people like the old trilogy, and some people only really like Empire, and the other ones are like.
And I think isn't it the best of the Star Wars movie, top rated?
I think it is.
So
4 might be higher as well. I don't know, but it is
at where
IMDb maybe.
It's episode 6.
Is it? It changes, but
I saw it yesterday.
Okay.
So
as of this yesterday, then. But so what do you think overall? We haven't watched it again. I did that with episode 4.
Things I like about it. You see the Empire in action.
Yeah.
Only ground war and.
There's a little bit where they're chasing, but I mean, there's only proper battle.
Major battle.
And the walkers are fucking awesome.
Yeah. They are awesome.
The tow cables, where they like shoot it and.
I was like, that's cool, but to me it's not Star Wars, because Star Wars has to be sci-fi in my opinion.
Okay.
But I don't know anything about Star Wars, so I'm not allowed to say that.
No, I don't know.
But I think it was cool. But then I also thought, if he spins around the walker, how can he pull it and then it falls without the ship destroying?
They let go of the cable. At the end.
But if he let go, he's just stuck. He wouldn't fall.
Yeah, but they keep walking. They don't know the cable is there, then it falls.
Because they can only see from the head.
Yeah, so they can't really see it. And it's not, if it was an animal, they could feel it. Oh, there's something on my legs.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess if the Empire would update the walkers, they would be like, let's put sensors on it.
Yeah.
I loved it. Like, the thing is, how did they come up? They were like, okay, if the Empire attacks us with these, then we have these cables. That that's fucking crazy. Also, tauntauns. What do you think of them?
What
tauntauns?
Yeah.
That I sort of teased that in the last video that you were going to see how cool tauntauns are.
The riding beast.
Yeah, on the snow planet. The ones they ride on that they cuts open.
Crawl inside.
That was to me it was. I don't know.
I thought they smelled bad on the outside.
Yeah, and that's to me. I couldn't stop thinking about Bear Grylls. Because I've seen him do the same, and then it was like, you watch Star Wars, Bear Grylls, but everybody else. So.
Yeah. All right, and what do you think, Christian? What do you agree with? What do you like from the film?
I think of the old films, episode 5 is the one I least like. I don't know why, but episode 4 was the beginning. Episode 6, when I saw it at a low age, I thought it was magnificent with all the battles.
Yeah, that was my favorite when I was a kid as well. It had, the 4 has this beginning, 6 has the end. It's the same thing with Lord of the Rings, where the middle chapter is sort of weird.
And episode 5 is dark, and I think I couldn't understand it when I was little. But the start battle on Hoth, with the ATs and the speeders was
super cool,
nice, and Darth Vader is badass.
Yeah. We see more of him in this.
Yeah,
I guess also what's good in this is what's built on episode 4, because you get to learn more about some of the characters, and
there isn't any closure of the
but that's why I think for kids, 4 and 6 or a little bit lighter, you get more of an ending in both those.
Yeah.
Some adults like this because it's darker. You get a bad ending, like Luke loses his hand, Han is captured. There's some bad
that's
stuff.
The thing also with the first 3 episodes. I also got this, and I don't remember them at all, but I think that when I was a kid, I liked the second one the least also. And
I think the third one is actually way darker there.
Yeah, it's way darker, and I think that it was also cool because they had these long lightsaber battles going on.
The battles are cooler in the new films, but that's one of the things Lucas said, where he was like, well, in the old films it's like it's old men, it's half robots, you know, it's a kid who hasn't learned proper, you know, it's his first lightsaber battles in his life that he's fighting, so it sort of makes sense that Jedi's at their prime fighting in the prequel trilogy is better at fighting. So I mean, I guess that's it. Yeah. Thanks for joining. Flanked by Christians, and I guess we'll see you soon for Return of the Jedi. We'll see if we'll get another expert in here for that. But thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.